dark.
Yeah, why does it look dark?
Do we look darker to you today, everybody? I don't know what's going on while all the lights are on.
Oh! Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, wait a minute.
I won't
Maybe
mess
we
with
just
it.
maybe we just do this.
Yeah, that's probably...
Is that better?
I don't know.
I feel like
it's
it's the same.
better.
Whatever.
It's the same.
All right, we're just gonna be dark. Hey, good morning.
Hello!
Howdy. We have a couple of gifts to report. So first of all, we got these koozies. Back the blue.
Love it.
Back the blue koozies. These come from Sarah, and Sarah wrote, "Hello, Chicks and Rob. I have been a listener for a little over a year. Now I'm a local truck driver."
God, her handwriting is so good.
I know. And I live in Monticello. Is it Monticello or Monticello?
I don't know.
Monticello, Indiana.
Yeah.
Your show is great and really makes my day when I'm too far from Indy and I stream it. I am a bit of an anomaly. I am a conservative, lesbian, Air Force vet. There are gay conservatives out there, but most are silent because of the hatred from gay liberals. I'm not silent because I know I won't lose my job. I've also found that conservatives are more welcoming and friendly to gays than liberals are to gay conservatives. I won't take any more of your time. Keep up the great work. I love you guys. Love me, Sarah, my wife, Shonda, and daughter, Destiny. And that is like a handwritten letter. And then she's the one that sent these koozies.
These are so cute.
And she also said, P.S., hope you liked the gift. Fraternal Order Police number 123 in Monticello, local. The cost for the gifts went directly to them, that makes me so happy.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love koozies.
I mean, we never have enough.
I know.
Ever.
These get used.
It's amazing.
And we totally back the blue.
And it's so interesting that we got these today.
Yes.
Because if you go to our website right now, I mean, wait until after we're done here. But I posted a TikTok video from another lesbian who did a really accidental social experiment, right? Because she and her girlfriend each posted a video of each other, of the two of them together.
Yep.
And the gal that does the talking in this particular video that's on our website, chicksontheright.com, she said she's a Republican, her girlfriend is a Democrat. Therefore, she has more Republican followers, her girlfriend has more Democratic followers. They posted the same video. And all of the people that follow the Republican lesbian were like, yay, you go, girl, or whatever. They said nice things, right? All of the liberals that follow her girlfriend were like, why would you date a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Why are you dating someone that likes Trump? They were awful.
Every comment was horrible. And it was all like, this, that, and the name calling and all the crap that you see with liberals, right? But on the Republicans page, there was none of that. It was just support.
So much for the party of tolerance and open-mindedness,
and compassion, right? Because this is the thing, and we talk about this all the time. And so she was talking about in this video about how, why is that? Like, what is the deal? Like, can you see now? Like, hello. And so, hello, this is what they do.
So it was just interesting to get this letter from a lesbian conservative follower who actually says the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That she gets way more support and she faces a lot of hatred from liberal gay people.
Yeah.
Because they're not tolerant.
When they're supposed to be the party of compassion and tolerance. And inclusion. Who are you including? I mean, it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
so,
it's a huge bunch of crap.
Yeah.
We also, from the Littman family, we got a card that says, Mock and Daisy, hello from Ohio. I love listening to you in the morning. Please wear these flag nail polish strips with pride.
Okay, I've seen these before. These are like, you can put these on your nails.
I've never seen these, so this is new to me.
Yeah, my sister has sent these to me before, and I haven't had them in a very, very long time. You put these on your nails.
So they're little flag things.
Yes, and these are awesome, and I'm gonna have to put these on. They're so fun. Hold on, we've got our cards, but these are a little bit different. These are sparkly, and then these are matte.
Wait, what are the sparkly ones?
See, there's sparkly. There's matte, and then there's sparkly.
That's fun.
Yeah, so these are gonna be super fun. We will totally.
So those
use
come
these.
from Color Street.
Color Street. They
pretty nails with shell.
There's a way to put them on. Like, this tells you how to apply them, but they're like.
So it's like stickers, right? Like stickers.
They're kind of like
nails.
they're kind of like stickers, and you have to like file them on and everything.
So that's sweet.
Super fun.
God,
super
presents are
fun.
so fun.
I love presents. So fun. So thank you so much, and that's from Michelle.
You guys, we're kind of a big deal today because.
Why are we a big deal?
Because we got followed by Richard Grinnell.
That's right. Richard Grinnell followed us on Twitter, you guys.
I'm so excited. excited.
She was losing her mind.
I love him so much.
I forgot for a second what happened. I'm like, why are we a big deal? What? We're a big deal?
I love him so much. And yesterday, because like seriously, he is the king of snark, you guys, and I eat that up.
Yeah.
So he tweets, I mean, a lot. Like he's a very prolific tweeter. And yesterday I retweeted something of his and I said, I cannot overstate how much I love him. And so this morning I come in and it says Richard Grinnell
He's
now
like,
follows
well,
you.
I mean, they loved me, so
I'm just so excited. I know, because this second day in a row, like somebody really cool has followed us. Because yesterday was Herschel Walker.
That's right. Herschel Walker followed us yesterday, which
So,
is a huge deal.
We're kind of a big deal.
We've
That's all I'm saying.
I got all the guys following us. Oh my god! What are we gonna do with ourselves?
I mean, do we start making money now? Is this how
know,
that
right?
works?
I know. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works at all.
Also, we have to tell you about this kid here. What's his name? It doesn't even matter what his name is. You know what? We're not even going to say his name because it's not important. But it's a kid that ran for office
Here in Indy.
here in Indy in one of our congressional district in the primary, right? He and like, I don't know, 7, 8 other people were running for the same seat.
He's a millennial.
And so he heard, I don't know if it was in our Facebook Live or if it was on our regular radio show. He heard us, because we've done it both places. We've encouraged people, run for local office, run for state office, run for political office if you want to see changes in the world. And that's, I mean, it's not like we were like, you suck if you don't, right? I mean, we're just encouraging
people to run for their local offices, like school boards and town councils and, local offices. Run.
Because it makes a difference.
Get involved, because that's where you really start making a difference, is becoming involved locally. And we've said that many times.
I mean, I feel like that's an okay thing to say.
Yeah.
So he had tweeted to us during the primary, like months ago. I remember him tweeting at us saying, I'm running for office and I want to be on your show. And I didn't respond to him at the time because it is actually our policy, our own personal policy, that we do not get involved in primary races because we do not want to be the show that pits, Republican candidates against one another. We stay out of that fray.
Yeah.
Now, when it gets to the general,
we'll back you.
We'll back you for sure. But like, not it's not our show. That's not what we want our show to be about. Our show is about having fun and keeping things light.
And not only that, but it would take a lot of our time.
Oh my God, especially when there's like 8 of them.
Yeah,
right?
It takes a lot of time. We have a 2-hour show. We can't do that. We just can't.
And to be honest, to be perfectly honest, the person who won the primary was actually kind of the person that we wanted. Yeah. So nothing against the other people who ran. She's just somebody that we know and like a lot.
She's kind of the shiz. Take a whiff. Yeah, she's awesome.
So anyway, I never responded to his request to be on our show, and I, whatever. Maybe I should have responded at the time and said, I'm sorry, but this is our policy. I didn't do that. We get a lot of tweets. I just went on with my day. So then, after we said in our show and on our Facebook Live, and we encouraged you all to run and get involved, he sends another tweet saying, well, I tried, and then you guys wouldn't have me on your show. So that was the tweet, and I was like, I responded to it and I just said, we don't cover primaries. The end. That was all I said. Then he leaves a voicemail, which by the way, he scripted and read.
He did. He read you could hear him on the phone, like reading a little script about how we didn't support him in his campaign.
And how dare we?
And we should have given him a platform on our show to support him in his campaign. He was really mad. And, he's a 28-year-old.
No, he's not even.
Not a 28-year-old, 27-year-old.
He's young. He's super young.
He's a millennial.
I want to say he's like 22 or 23.
Oh, I thought he was older than that. He's a millennial. I knew he's a millennial. So, anywho, he's pissed off at us because we didn't support him in his... we didn't give him a platform.
Right. Which, it's not his platform to demand.
Yeah.
And the way that he said it was really snippy.
Yeah, and you're running for office, and it's, it's like you need to work for it.
You better work,
it's
as
not,
Brittany would
it's
say.
not our...
You better work, bitch.
It's not our responsibility to give you that platform, So
it's not. So we gave him a rash of crap for it we played his voicemail on our show
because
it was really
mad.
snippy.
He was really mad at us, yeah.
And how dare he, right? Mm-hmm. He was essentially saying, well, you're a hypocrite because you told me to run and then you didn't even bother to cover me. So then I lost. So, that's on you somehow. Yeah. So
Tyler, it's okay. They listen. I have millennials. We're not mad at millennials as a whole. We're just pointing out the fact that he is a millennial, and some millennials do feel entitled to stuff.
Exactly. There's like a toddler tantrum.
Not all of
them,
them,
but
some of them. I happen to love, and I love many millennials in my life.
And there's plenty of good ones.
Absolutely.
This kid, just not one of them.
He's not one of them.
Because he just feels so entitled, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought this was a done issue, except that last night I saw that someone copied us in a tweet to that kid saying, the chicks were right in terms of how they responded to you, because you're acting like a brat. Like, you're acting like an entitled brat. And so this kid wrote again and copied us and said, if you actually listen to the voicemail, you would hear that I call out the hypocrisy of the chicks telling young conservatives to step up, and then chicks don't report on them. I never once blamed the chicks for my primary loss. Again, listen to the voicemail. Of course, it's their show. They can do what they want. None of the candidates in my race had any idea that they don't report on primary races. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't blame the people for not running if you choose not to report on them. No. You still don't get it.
Yeah.
And I wrote that.
And we don't do a lot of local stuff anyway. Like, it's not really, he obviously doesn't listen to our show.
Yeah, he just expects it to be his personal platform.
Yeah.
So I wrote back and I was like, we encourage people to run. We're not blaming them for not running. And none of that has anything to do with your ridiculous message. All we're saying is it is not our responsibility to give you or anyone else the use of our platform. You are not entitled to it. Because that's the main issue here, is this whole sense of like, you didn't do this for me, and therefore it's your fault that I
lost.
Right.
That I lost.
I mean,
actually, it's not our fault that you lost. Yeah. You just didn't work hard enough, or that you weren't likable enough.
And
Sorry.
I'm not surprised by that after all of this stuff, because damn.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the person that won organized better. She didn't use our platform.
No.
I mean, and she's not demanding that she had use of it.
She didn't call us once.
I mean, she just did her thing.
And we actually knew her.
Yeah.
And she didn't call us. So it's interesting how that worked.
I mean, it was just, wow, that was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
I have to tell you really quickly, I know this is totally off topic, but my husband told me this morning, you guys, I've never in my entire life talked in my sleep. Last night, as I was leaving this morning, he goes, you totally talked in your sleep last night. And I was like, what did I say? And he said that I cried out the name Davy and then whimpered.
Davy?
I don't know
like like Davy Jones? Remember Davy Jones
and that's the
from
only
the Monkees?
Davy I know.
You guys remember Davy Jones from the Monkees? It can't be Davy Crockett. It's probably Davy Jones.
Those are literally the two Davies that I know
God,
of.
Davy Jones. That brings back memories.
But I mean, what? And I said, so I didn't say anything else. I said, was I upset? And he said, well, I mean, you whimpered a couple times.
Yeah.
Like,
that's so weird.
I mean, what
That's
in the
really
world?
weird. Maybe as you get older, you're going to start having like the weird scream out dreams.
Because you guys,
I totally. I have night terrors. You go, oh yeah, you tell everybody this story. I haven't had one in a really long time.
I love this story.
But historically, I have had night terrors. You know, where I just like wake up screaming. This is just what I do. And so, one time when we were traveling together, because we have traveled together a lot over the years, I did that.
We were in Vegas and we were sharing a bed because you know we do this to save money. So, and it so happened. No, wait.
Go ahead and have your fantasies, you guys.
Was Leroy with us or no? Because
no,
why were we in a king size bed?
We were in a king size bed,
and
but
not
I think she was in a different room. I think she was. I think we were with other girls.
Yeah,
but we were all like strewn about in different beds.
Okay, because I was like, normally we would have two.
You and I
beds.
were in a king. Yeah,
but we were sharing a bed. So anyway, so all of a sudden, in like the dead of night, I wake up to 3 consecutive, perfectly spaced out screams, and she literally goes, ah! Like that. It was just like that. It was like that hedgehog or like that groundhog, right? That stands up and screams.
It's like I totally did.
It was totally just like that. I
don't know if it was a staccato as that. I feel like when she tells the story, she does it with a very like a
I literally
pointed
sounded
staccato.
exactly like you just now.
Did you hear that screaming? No. I mean,
That was exactly how she sounded, you guys. No
screamed.
joke.
The way that she woke up.
Oh my God.
She was startled.
I was like, what is happening?
I woke up and she goes, oh my God. And she goes, oh my God. Are you okay?
I was like, what? And she was like,
what?
I'm like,
no,
and then I could tell she
good.
was sleeping.
I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just go back to sleep. Just go back to sleep. And then she was like, jeez.
And apparently she does this. I feel bad for Greg.
I do it quite often. Usually I just kick him or hurt him in some way. My poor husband is so beat up, like in the middle of the night.
Richard Grinnell follows us now. Kind of a big deal.
Richard Grinnell.
Who's that?
Oh my God. Richard Grinnell.
Yeah.
That gay guy, the ambassador.
Was he the guy that played James Bond?
He's the gay ambassador.
No, and then he was like the
No, he didn't play
national
James Bond.
intelligence
Well, that's Pierce
director.
What?
Go look him up, and then you'll be like super impressed.
They're totally different people. Pierce Brosnan and Richard Grinnell are two totally different people. They're so different,
so
Rob.
not at all who he is.
No, different
So-
people.
Remember, he was the national director of intelligence for like a hot minute, an interim. Remember?
Is he the one that lied about weapons of mass destruction?
No.
Well, that was
No.
Colin Powell. I get those two guys confused.
Oh my
too.
God, Colin Powell is a completely different human being too. It's so different.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Hey, you guys will like this. On my doctor's report yesterday,
Yeah.
they give you a chart, I guess, now. Like they print it
Yeah,
out
like
when you're done.
like a growth chart.
It's like going to the vet now. Like where the
Like a summary of your visit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it had past things that you're due for.
Yeah.
And it under flu shot, it said past due since December 31st, 1985.
Did they even have it back then?
Yeah, I think they did. That's so funny.
Wow.
Oh my God. What else are you past due for?
I'm up to date on everything else.
Is there like a syphilis shot?
I am perfect health otherwise. Thank you very much. Now that my torn labrum has been addressed.
Good.
Good. So you don't have to have surgery?
No.
That's
Awesome.
good.
I
Oh,
think
good.
my inflammatory will take care of it, and it feels much better this morning.
Awesome.
He's like, how'd you do that? I said, carrying this radio show on my back. That's how.
God.
I sent you things.
I'm glad that she thinks that's funny. People wonder why I have night terrors. It's because of him. That's why.
Oh my God. Her night terrors are hilarious.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to talk about that, the
Yeah.
National Day of Resistance? You
Oh.
guys, that happened yesterday. Did anybody care?
Anybody?
Did anybody care about the National Day of Resistance? Anybody? Because I
It was
feel
like a
they're-
teacher thing.
The teachers were resisting.
I don't even know if they did that here. That's
They
how
resisted.
little I
Everybody
care.
still has to go back to work. Kinda.
Okay, so you guys know who Harry Shearer is?
Harry Shearer.
From like Best in Show. He's a comedian. He's done voices on The Simpsons forever. Years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
In fact, he voices Mr. Burns and Ned Flanders.
That was the worst Mr.
I
Burns
know.
ever.
Excellent. Ned Flanders.
Ned Flanders. How do
And-
they do? How do they do?
And Dr. Hibbert. So
Doc-
Dr. Hibbert, as you know, or maybe you don't, if you've never seen The Simpsons, that's a black doctor.
Uh-huh.
He voices him too.
He's a black doctor, but he's an animated
Right. I mean, he's
black
not
doctor.
an
He's not an actual black dude.
He's just
He's a cartoon black dude.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So,
and you can't do that anymore.
you can't.
You can't do that. If you're a white guy or a white woman, you can't have a voice of of an animated black person now.
No, you
Because
can't.
this is what we're doing in America.
This is the new thing.
Because that apparently is racist, or it's cultural appropriation,
It's
or
both.
it's both.
It's probably all of those things.
It's all the bad things. It's all the bad
So
things.
I guess in June, and I don't know how we missed this, but back in June, a few weeks ago, The Simpsons announced they are no longer going to have any white characters voice non-white characters.
Even though they've been doing them for like 20 years.
Seriously, for that long. And this all started, remember, because I know we talked about this a couple years ago when Hank Azaria was getting a rash of crap for doing Apu.
Uh-huh.
And like how, stereotype or whatever that was. And so then he had to have like this really soul-searching journey.
Yeah, he searched. He searched his soul and his really deep pockets that were filled with money from doing his voice for the past 20 years.
That he has no intention of giving back.
He isn't going to give any of it it back. Yeah, in his giant mansion in Malibu.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'll stop doing his voice now that I've made my gajillions of dollars. I'm searching my soul.
And now I get it.
I totally get it here with my infinity pool.
Right.
I mean, give me a break. These people.
So Hank Azaria had already decided, I'm not going to be Apu anymore, but now it's like a rule. I mean, the Simpsons are saying, this is no longer allowed. So Harry Shearer, who is 76, I mean, he's at an age where he has no F's to give anymore. So he's saying out loud, he's like, listen, I don't care because I don't get paid by the voice. I just get paid, right? So he's not bent out of shape about it, but he said in his own kind of way that you can tell that he thinks this is all a bunch of bullcrap. He said, I have a very simple belief about acting. The job of the actor is to play someone that they're not.
Oh my God.
And I can't believe you have to say this out loud.
That is the most obvious, awesome
Right?
explanation of what acting is. Maybe
mean,
somebody
should
should
be.
tell Halle Berry that. God.
So then I see on Twitter that the guy, Mike Henry, who plays Cleveland on Family Guy.
And also he has his own spinoff.
yeah, Cleveland has his own show.
Isn't it like the Cleveland Show or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if you guys
Yeah, the
watch
Cleveland
that.
Show.
The Cleveland Show.
Mm-hmm. And so, and he plays Consuela. He plays like all kinds of characters,
Played.
characters of color.
Played past tense.
Right. Because he tweeted, and this was a few weeks ago as well, he tweeted, it's been an honor to play Cleveland on Family Guy for 20 years. I love this character, but persons of color should play characters of color, therefore I'm stepping down from the role.
These people are out of control.
It's a cartoon, you guys.
It's like it's the dumbest thing ever. They've lost their minds.
I mean, did anybody even know that it was a white guy voicing it? I didn't know that. Is anybody going to know when a black person starts to voice it? Is that person going to achieve somehow some new level of blackness that they didn't have before?
They are cartoons.
What is happening? Hollywood is jumping the shark on all of this stuff.
they've absolutely jumped all the sharks.
It's so dumb.
It is. It's the dumbest thing. So I just hope they all go. I hope they all have no work.
I mean, seriously. Because now, how far into this rabbit hole are we going to go?
Everybody is going to be out of work because they're only going to be able to play themselves.
Right. They're only going to be having reality TV.
It's going to be reality TV. Yeah.
That's it.
So the only people that are going to have work are going to be the Kardashians. Well, congratulations.
Oh my God. And this is kind of their fault.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Yeah, this is sort of their
That's
fault.
it.
So,
Yeah.
good job, Hollywood.
Yeah.
'Cause
As somebody asked, is it okay for a woman to be Bart?
to be Bart Simpson. Oh my God.
She's played. Yeah,
That's
Bart
right.
Simpson is played by a woman, so that's appropriation, right? Because where does it stop? Where does the appropriation stop?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a middle-aged woman, no less.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really dumb.
So it has to be. So a little boy, has to be played by a little boy.
Apparently.
A little girl has to be
Well,
played by a little
I
girl.
don't know.
Because Lisa Simpson is played by a middle-aged woman too.
Or
right?
is this only about like race? Is this just a race?
Yeah,
discussion?
it's about race now, but it'll start becoming about gender soon too.
Well, you're
people
right,
are gonna
because of
get
the Halle Berry thing.
Totally,
Yeah.
people will get so bent out of shape about the gender thing that we're gonna have to start just having little boys play little boys, little girls play little girls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dogs are gonna have to play dogs.
Dogs are going to have to voice their own characters.
Exactly.
That's going to be a problem.
It is. And
So
you can't have humans play dogs.
Well, and then think about what's going to happen. So, okay, so then we're going to start putting black characters are only being played by black people. And then what? So black people, trans people, they're going to get sick and tired of being typecast, and they're going to want better, bigger, richer roles that take them further away from their true identities, because that's the point of acting.
No, you can't, because we would have already pigeonholed ourselves into this box, because this is what they're doing. This is
so
what
dumb.
liberals do. They work themselves into these pretzels, but now they're trying to segregate everybody. They're trying to compartmentalize everybody into little tiny boxes.
Yeah.
Well, you get what you get, and you
you
don't throw a fit. That's what you're doing, liberals. You're putting yourself into boxes. They want segregation again. They want segregation and boxes. This is what they're doing. Well, too bad, so sad when you get it.
Yeah, that's exactly
Because
right.
when you get it, it's all gonna suck. Because it sucks. It sucks when you have that.
This
And
is also dumb.
It is dumb.
It's so dumb. And, you know, maybe this is just the end of shows like The Family Guy and Simpsons. If this is how woke they're going to get, and now they're going to start, introducing different voices to all of these characters who've been known and loved for decades? This is crazy.
Well, wokeness equals no creativity, no ingenuity, no innovation, none of that. That's what you get when you have a woke culture. Everything is just very blah. It's just, dare I say, vanilla. That's what it is. It's all just nothing. Tasteless.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it does sound awful. Well, that's what liberals want. So, you know.
You guys, today's Tuesday, which means we're going to record another episode of the Mock and Daisy Common Sense cast. We're going to be talking about TikTok and influencers. And you should also, because literally any day now, we could get kicked right off of Facebook. No joke.
Yeah.
This is why you need to follow us on Parler, Parler, @ChicksOnRight. It's why you need to be following us on all the other places. And don't forget, if we do get kicked off and can no longer do Facebook Lives, we will be moving our lives to our YouTube channel, which is the Mock and Daisy Show on YouTube. So you should go ahead and just subscribe to that now, in case that's where, I mean, we already post all these videos there anyway, but that may be where we end up doing lives if in fact we get
kicked out of here. Yeah.
Which seems like
it's
a possibility.
It's just a matter of time before we're kicked out of here. So definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel.
The Mock and Daisy Show.
Mock and Daisy Show. Mock and Daisy Show.
Mock and Daisy Show.
Mock and Daisy Show. Go there.
What else is happening? Oh, there's like words, you guys. There's new words that we're not allowed to say if we're white. I thought this was really interesting because you've heard of African American vernacular English, right? Now it's called Black vernacular English because some Black people don't identify as African American, so you got to have that distinction now. But now we're being told that there are a whole bunch of words that we're not allowed to say if we're white.
We can't say woke.
You can't say woke, we can't say lit, we can't say bae, ratchet, cis, slay, hella, basic, straight up, on fleek, I feel you, or turn up.
So somebody needs to tell Gwen Stefani. Remember hella good?
Oh yeah, she's in trouble. Well, plus she has those Harajuku girls, which is a whole other big fat problem.
Yeah, the Japanese thing.
I mean, she's like appropriating the crap out of everything.
Everybody.
But this is going to be a problem because I feel like I say some of these things.
You say, we say lit and woke all the time just on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And straight up.
Yeah.
Paula Abdul said straight up back in the 80s. What are we going to do about that?
Straight up, now tell me, is it going to be you?
I mean,
together.
God, they're going in the Wayback Machine.
I'm trying to find the exact reason that we're not allowed to say these things.
Well, because
anymore.
you are fragile and white and you need to be destroyed.
Okay, so what happens...
Everybody's screaming, hella! Hella!
It's a hella bunch of crap is
hella.
what this is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so...
You're right, Anna. You can say whatever you want. I totally agree. I'm the same way. I'll do and say what I want.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. All these rules. Who makes these rules?
Well, woke people.
Well, they can suck it.
So
dumb.
It's a problem because it's kind of like it's like how they can say the N-word, but white people can't. And
well, nobody should be saying that.
Well, exactly. That's exactly right. But the problem is that when white people start to say their words, then they get more commercialized, and then actually people start to somehow make money off of them, and then that is a huge
okay. But then Cardi B can dye her hair blonde.
Yes, that's fine, because that's different. I don't know, you guys. I'm just telling you that this is what's happening. So stop saying those words.
Yeah.
Because then otherwise you'll be accused of being racist.
Do what you want. Everybody do what you want.
Or, just do that.
Yeah, do that.
Seattle is a total disaster. We're going to be talking about that on our regular radio show, which you can listen to from 9 to 11 on WIBC.com.
I don't know if this is a surprise to everybody, but it's run by liberals.
Oh my God, is it ever?
Is everybody shocked?
Raise your hand.
Nobody's raising their hand. I don't see any hands out there. Also, Pittsburgh is trying out universal basic income.
With Jack Dorsey's money. So this
with
is
Twitter,
kind of fascinating.
Twitter money. How much a month are they getting?
$500 a month. Just like certain people. I don't know.
Everybody.
Yeah, they're like choosing certain people to get a $500 guaranteed income.
So if there's anybody out there from Pittsburgh,
it's not just Pittsburgh. It's a whole bunch of other places. But the Pittsburgh mayor is the one that announced it. But it's happening in Atlanta, Seattle, LA, and Pittsburgh.
It's not Stockton.
No, that was just where the thing was. Yeah, but those 4 cities. Jack Dorsey, what was it? $3 million? I want to say it was $3 million that he gave.
That's it?
To launch this program.
Well,
that's the point, right? So when that money runs out,
what are they going to do? Because $3 million is not going to last very long.
No,
at all.
And so they're going to go back to him and they're going to be like, "Hey,
can I have more?" Okay.
And then Jack will be like, "Well, why do I have to keep paying?" Well, exactly.
That's how it works, Jack.
That's the whole reason.
Yeah.
The universal basic income
doesn't work.
Unsustainable.
Yeah. So if you're in Atlanta, Seattle, Pittsburgh, any of those cities, that may be happening to you. Yeah. Or to a neighbor near you. $500 a month. UBI doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's not going to work.
It's not sustainable.
No, and I don't know how many. I cannot believe that we have to say this stuff out loud.
Yeah.
Also, did you guys see that the dude in Florida bought a $140,000 Porsche with a with a cashier's check that he printed on his home computer, and so he was caught, right? Like, so he was arrested, but not before. He also tried to use a couple of other different checks to buy some Rolexes.
How do you walk into a dealership and write a check for a car?
Well, it's a cashier's check, so that's accepted, right? So they probably ironed out a deal, and then the dealership was like, okay, yes, we'll take a cashier's check, which is a legitimate bank note.
Okay, all right.
And so he went and got it from his printer. He printed out the exact amount, brought it over, and they took it, and he drove away in this Porsche. And so then they arrested him. And he actually said, well, my favorite line from this was when he said, he didn't know what the big deal was. It was his account number on the check he printed out, so it should be fine.
Oh my God.
He didn't have the money.
These people.
But I mean, he used his own account number on the check, so what? Well, obviously it's going to overdraft, you idiot. I mean, this is Florida.
$140,000 car. It's no big deal.
I mean, what the?
No big deal.
Also, you can't make fun of worms now because
I didn't understand that story. Like, was it that dumb? Because I was looking at it and I'm like, what am I reading? What is this?
Well, because there's some editor of a science journal who said that worms are the most overhyped animal. The roundworm specifically.
Who hypes up worms? Are you guys doing this? Because I've never hyped up a worm. Are you guys, is anybody out there hyping up worms? Who does that?
Maybe they get hyped in the scientific community. I don't know.
Are there any scientists out there? I can think of 1,000 other animals I'd rather hype up than a worm.
Than a roundworm. So he said, and I quote, "They wiggle forward, they wiggle backwards, and occasionally they F themselves. That's it. That's all they do." So he was criticized for being sexist somehow.
How are you sexist? Because those are asexual, right? Worms are asexual because they do F themselves, right?
He was accused of being sexist, racist, and privileged for daring to suggest that roundworms are overhyped.
Janet loves worms. I'm sorry, Janet.
I hate worms.
Janet loves worms. I apologize if I offended you. Because I don't.
You didn't offend. I mean, what?
I mean, I know she loves
the dude that said they're overhyped.
She's a fisher. She's a fisherwoman.
Okay.
She loves worms. Then again, they end up dead, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're
gonna hook them and you're gonna feed it to the fish. So everybody they hook them and they feed them to fish. They're asexual. How can you be sexist?
Because it was a microaggression. They said the tweet was unacceptable.
Oh my
God.
Was
a microaggression.
It was
meant to be funny, but in turn, it hurt others.
This hurts me. Is what
community.
It does. It hurts me that people are just so dumb.
Oh my God, I just can't. So it's called. This whole debacle is being called Wormageddon, And it's, of course, taking place on Twitter, because where else would something like this take
it's
place?
the 13th circle of hell out there. This is what people are doing, is they're talking about worms.
We're going to be talking more about that on our show today, because it's of obviously critical importance.
Also, if you haven't seen this Robin Williams bit on Biden, you need to
It's on our website.
It's on our website. It's so good.
2009.
I miss Robin Williams, y'all.
Robin Williams was talking about Joe Biden and how just rambling and nonsensical he was in 2009.
I mean, can you believe that? Talk about some foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's pretty remarkable. So,
Yeah.
you should check that out.
And that was like back in the day where you didn't necessarily think that about Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Like, he was ahead of the game about this. So
he must have saw something in him that we didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we did a little, but we didn't see it as much as we do
Yeah,
now.
I mean, not to the extent that we
Exactly.
All right, it's time to flee. Lots of things to do today. Podcast to record again. Follow us on YouTube, The Mock and Daisy Show. Make sure to subscribe to The Mock and Daisy Common Sense Cast. It'll be coming out tomorrow.
And listen to our show today, 9 to 11. Did you say that?
Yeah, WIBC.com if you're not here locally.
Yeah, you can stream it. You can stream it on the .com. You guys bring it in. Bring it in! Oh my God, my kids start school tomorrow. I have so much stuff to do. So much stuff to do, you guys. So my brain,
Mine doesn't start until like next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm on overdrive. I have so much stuff to do today. So it's back to school tomorrow, and I can't deal. So anyhow.
Open the schools, everybody.
Open the schools. Everybody open the schools. You guys
Open 'em up.
have a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.